Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Time Reaction Hour podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to TV shows and everything in between. My name is Aiden, and I hope that you're doing well today. This is Season 5, Episode 5, and in this episode I'm going to be discussing the timeline of the Marvel Animated Universe. Now, the Marvel Animated Universe are a collection of animated television shows based on Marvel Comics characters, which were broadcast on Fox Kids in the 1990s. And obviously this is sort of Marvel's answer to the DC Animated Universe. And both the DC Animated Universe and the Marvel Animated Universe are my favorite adaptations of those respective superhero brands. So this means a lot to me, and I wanted to share this with you because I'm certain that it means a lot to a lot of you as well. So this animated universe began in 1992, and it concluded in 1998, although it has seen a revival in the 2020s. So it begins with X-Men the Animated Series Season 1, and Seasons 2 and 3 take place shortly thereafterwards. Then we cut over to Iron Man the Animated Series Season 1. Then we get Season 1 of Fantastic Four, the animated series. And that is followed by Season 1 of Spider-Man, the animated series. Interesting fact, the actor who plays Spider-Man, Christopher Daniel Barnes, he went on to play different versions of Spider-Man in other adaptations. For example, he played Spider-Man Noir in the video game Shattered Dimensions, and he played Spider-Man 2099 in the video game Edge of Time. But this was his first time playing Spider-Man, and it was the, classic version. Then we go to Season 4 of X-Men TAS, followed by Season 2 of Spider-Man TAS, and during the second season we get a team-up between Spider-Man and the X-Men. So those two shows cross over, and we're also introduced to a few other heroes in this season. We get the Punisher, Blade, and Daredevil. And throughout the first 4 seasons of X-Men, there were other heroes making cameos and crossovers. Then we get Season 2 of Iron Man, and there were only 2 seasons of that show. The quality of the first season is not as good as the quality of the second season, but I still enjoyed the show. And like I said, it's my favorite adaptation of Iron Man. Yes, I prefer it over Robert Downey Jr. That's not to discount his performance. I just think that Robert Hayes does a better job playing the character. Then we get the second season of Fantastic Four, which is also its final season. Again, Season 2 was better than Season 1 in my opinion, but still a great show. Then we get Season 3 of Spider-Man, and again we get more characters crossing over, and throughout Iron Man and Fantastic Four we got other heroes crossing over like Hulk and Black Panther and the Submariner and several others. And we also are introduced to the Silver Surfer, which makes sense, but that's going to come into play later. But yeah, so Season 3 of Spider-Man, great season. Then we get Season 5 of X-Men, which is the show's final season, and we get crossovers like we get characters like Captain America crossing over with the X-Men. They did plan on making a Captain America the animated series, but that didn't pan out. But I have seen like the unaired pilot. it's available for free on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, definitely recommend that you check it out if you're interested to see some lost media. But yeah, season 5 of X-Men, different animation, but still pretty good. Then we get season 1 of Hulk, the animated series, and this was absolutely incredible. Say that again. And we get a crossover with Iron Man, and we also get characters like Ghost Rider showing up, and Alpha Flight. And Alpha Flight also showed up in X-Men. And then we get season 4 of Spider-Man. Then we get season 2 of Hulk, and this is Hulk's final season. It did take a dip in quality in the second season, which is the inverse of Iron Man and Fantastic Four, but, you know, beggars cannot be choosers. I still enjoyed the show. And then we get season 5 of Spider-Man, which is its final season. And then in 1998, the last show that they made was Silver Surfer, the animated series, which is why it was so important that, you know, I mentioned that he was introduced in Fantastic Four. But yeah, then we flash forward to the year 2024 when Disney revives X-Men the animated series. So they create a new show that's a sequel called X-Men 97. And so season 1 takes place before Silver Surfer, and Silver Surfer only got 1 season, which is a shame because it's an underrated gem in my opinion. But season 1 of X-Men 97 takes place before that. And at the time of recording, it is April 2026. Later this year, season 2 of X-Men 97 will be coming out, so that will be the most recent edition, and I believe that they also confirmed that they're going to get a 3rd season. So that will obviously take place later. But that is the complete timeline of the Marvel Animated Universe. Once again, it is my favorite adaptation of the Marvel Comics universe. The actors all give wonderful performances. They directly adapt stories from the comic books and also make their own stories. And the animation is beautiful. So overall, not much else to say other than thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to this episode of the National Timely Action Hour podcast. Once again, my name is Aidan. I post this on Spotify.com as well as on YouTube.com. So please, if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share this with your friends if they're interested in this sort of content. And please check out my YouTube channel, The National Timely Action Hour, where I post videos where I review comic books and the movies and TV shows that are adapted from it. I also discuss action figures, video games, and Star Wars, Doctor Who, Star Trek, The Lord of the Rings. And check out my Patreon page and merch store, so if you'd like to support this show financially, I'd greatly appreciate that. You get a slew of benefits like early access to episodes of the podcast and episodes of my YouTube videos. And on the merch store, you can buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug with my show's logo on it and a funny quote. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and Discord if you'd like to send me a message or just stay up to date about my show. And thank you once again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.